Hey guys, today I am so excited to talk to you about The Fall Guy. I was able to attend the premiere at South by Southwest yesterday. I'm home, I made it home, I'm exhausted, but I had so much fun. Now, I've got to tell you, this was one of my favorite films of the festival, if not my favorite. I really have to think between this and Monkey Man. Yeah, Universal killed it. Monkey Man review coming very, very soon to the channel as well. But I think this one was my favorite. Listen, you can't go wrong with Ryan Gosling, first of all. Like, let's be honest here. You can't go wrong with him. And then him and Emily Blunt, they have fantastic chemistry on screen. They are absolutely hilarious, but they feel believable in their relationship, and they give you some, like, heartwarming, emotional moments together as well. So for those of you who don't know, The Fall Guy is about a stuntman, Colt, which is played by Ryan Gosling, of course. He's on a shoot and an accident happens, something goes awry, and he gets really hurt. Now, he was in the middle of this fling with a camera person, Jody, which is played by Emily Blunt. And, well, when he gets injured, he kind of like pulls himself away from everybody, doesn't really want people to see him like that. And so then, I think it's about a year later or 18 months later, it said, she is a director now. She's always wanted to be a director. This is her directorial debut. It's a massive movie with, listen, you guys will appreciate this, a trailer debuting at Hall H at Comic-Con. So big deal. And, well, the guy that Ryan has always been the stuntman for is on this movie. They want it to be perfect. He ends up coming on to the movie. Ryan does. Colt does. And things go crazy from there. He literally finds himself in the middle of like a conspiracy, mystery. So this is a lot of genres together. At its core, at its heart, it is a rom-com. But this movie is absolutely an action movie as well. Like, you can't call this anything but it's definitely an action movie. There's like no way around that. And what I love about the action in this and the stunts and the insanity is that this film takes place mostly on a film set, right? So it's like a movie within a movie, and they actually talk about, the stunt coordinator and how they're gonna pull off stunts and too much face in this shot. And it really is a love letter to not just the film industry, but in particular, the stunt people that work really, really hard and literally put their lives on the line for our entertainment, right? So that we can keep the actors safe. They know what they're doing. They're trained. I mean, he speaks of his training. It's really incredible. Actually, I will say, Ryan Gosling, I have this video on my TikTok and Twitter, but when Ryan Gosling was introducing the movie, he was like, I'm Ryan Gosling, and I've done almost none of my stunts. And he was talking about how Logan Holiday, the stuntman, did, he's like, it's funny because there's a scene where they had him in the movie, and he buckles Ryan in before breaking a record, 8.5 cannon rolls, which is insane. And then after he pats Ryan on the back for the stunt he did, which is like crazy. But that's kind of the nice thing, is it gives that recognition to the stunt people, which, I mean, they even mentioned how they should have an Oscar category. I'm not going to lie. They do talk about that in the movie as well, which I 100% agree. And it should have been a long time ago, but hopefully we get this soon. I mean, listen, I loved every aspect of this movie. As a cinephile myself, I mean, this really gears towards the cinephiles. It's very entertaining. It's very interesting. Lots of Easter eggs and references to other films, big, great films, lots of lines. There's this thing that Winston Duke is in this. He's the stunt coordinator. And him and Ryan, his character, and him have this back and forth of quoting movies and what movie is it from, which is actually kind of a fun game for the audience to play as well. I got them all right. Pat myself on the back right there because that was a good one. But it's a lot of stuff like that. There's incredible songs. The needle drops are insane in this. Like, they're perfect. People were singing along. Of course, listen, it's the best use of Taylor Swift's All Too Well that I've seen. I loved it. I was screaming the word sorry. I'm not sorry. That's what happens at events like this. I wouldn't do it in a theater, probably, unless everyone else was singing, then I would sing. But it's the best use. It's perfect. It had me like tearing up. And I mean, this is just, it's so funny. And I love, love, love Ryan and Emily together. But like I said, this is a lot of genres mixed together. It's definitely a romantic comedy at its core. It's action because the stunts are insane. And I'm not talking about just the ones that are on the film set. Of course, there are ones that take place outside the film set, which are just as insane. I mean, this is a movie essentially about stunt people. Of course, they're going to go bananas. And they do. And it's so much fun to watch. It is like pure adrenaline. It's like an adrenaline rush. But it's funny because you'll be like laughing your butt off at some of the jokes and some of the things that are happening. Ryan and Aaron Taylor Johnson together have some of the best scenes. Aaron's not in it a lot. He plays the star that Ryan is the stunt double for. He's not in it a ton, but when he's in there, the two of them together, like Ryan just mimicking him is the funniest freaking thing you will ever see. So like you'll go from like laughing to like on the edge of your seat because there's this insane stunt coming up, this insane, intense action sequence. It's crazy. And then there's this mystery. There's like a really good mystery that I didn't completely figure out, and I'm usually pretty good at these, so I thought that was really great. It was predictable at times, yes, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's like an absolute blast. People are gonna love going to theaters to see this. Begs to be seen on the big screen. I'm telling you, these stunts and these set pieces are bananas. These action set pieces, they're insane, and it's so much fun because it's taking place on the set of a movie with like aliens and stuff. It sounds very Guardians of the Galaxy-esque, like there's a space cowboy and aliens, and I immediately thought of Star-Lord, of course, surprise. And of course it's going to Comic-Con at Hall H, so that's kind of what you think of. But there's a fun cameo, like there's a couple fun cameos. There's a whole lot happening in this movie. But really, it's Ryan and Emily at the core that make it so perfect. Hannah Waddingham is in it. She's the producer of the film. She's great as well, of course. She's really good. I just had so much fun. It was a movie I was laughing, I was cheering. Again, when you're in a premiere, and especially at South by Southwest Festival, that's definitely, people are a lot more animated than they would be in an actual theater, unless it warrants it, because some people like a quiet theater experience. Some people enjoy a cheering I like a cheering experience. I like a premiere experience because it's a lot of fun. But it was just, it's, like I said, action-packed, adrenaline, great soundtrack. I mean, use My Girl Taylor Swift and I'm a Happy, Happy Camper, and they use it perfectly. But so many other great songs as well. Ryan and Emily are just phenomenal together. I would watch a million rom-coms with them. I love Ryan so much and how humble and talented he is, and he's so great in this. He's really, really good. He's got some moments where I was tearing up with monologues he was saying. One of my favorite scenes, and look out for this, is a split screen. I love it. I think it's funny and emotional all at the same time. One of the best scenes, non-action scenes, I should say, in the entire movie. I'm rambling, but I honestly really had so much fun with this. I loved it. I really have no complaints. It's exactly what I expected, a little bit more than I expected. It was fun. You get a mystery, you get a rom-com, and of course action, insane action. It's just a love letter to the stunt people and what they do, and I really appreciated that as well. So you guys let me know if you're excited for Fall Guy. It comes out like May 3rd. I can't wait to go see it again. Immediately it ended and I was like, oh, I cannot wait to see this movie again. So you guys let me know if you're excited. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you guys can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks. I'll see you next time.